you nerding out about now?
It was doubles. So
all right.
We had to. We have to. We got to nerd out.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first? Wow. You put in 3 things.
I put in 2.
Well, then I guess Kurt put in some stuff, but Kurt still hasn't showed up yet, so I don't know. He's prepping
I put in the bottom 2, so I'll go ahead and start. So I mentioned that my wife is not here right now, and she puts in right here. She's in Pigeon Forge right now at a homeschool conference.
How anti-homeschool is it to leave your house to go to a conference about homeschool? Should it be like a Zoom meeting at your home just to fit? But I don't know. Everybody wants to get out. I get it. I'm just mocking. But all right, cool. But a whole bunch of introverts at an outrovert conference. Got it.
Oh man, this is actually her second year going to the homeschool conference. She liked it quite a bit last year. So far, this is the first day of the con. She's been having a lot of fun this year. And but why I put it in there as one of my nerding outs is my wife is awesome. Like she did everything she could think of in order to make it easy for me while she was gone. Like,
she get you a nanny?
No.
Did she call me to be the manny? No. So then I disagree.
But she did all kinds of stuff leading up to the con, and it has been very smooth so far. And yeah, so she is amazing. And yeah, so I put that as my nerding out. The other thing has to do with her as well that I put in my for my nerding out.
It's not your anniversary or Valentine's Day, and she ain't your mama. Why are you kissing her butt so much, Joe?
Well, she has a cute tush.
Alrighty then.
So the other thing I put on there is Blue Box, which is an anime, so we can play your favorite game of What's It About?
Oh, I don't want to. Blue Box is so... you know what? I'm going to ask Chat GPT. How about that?
It'll probably actually give you a decent answer because it's crowdsourced. Not when I ask. Oh man, I'm guessing that it will be pretty accurate when you put it into Chat GPT. So let's see.
Blue Box. Oh, I can look up here. I forgot. Blue Box is about competitive underwater knitting league where teenagers battle for dominance by crocheting wool sweaters while holding their breath. The main character, it's Yurgi Nagi, is a jellyfish who dreams of opening a yarn cafe. Along the way, he falls in love with a basketball hoop that comes to life during thunderstorms. It's a touching tale of yarn, sea creatures, and poorly ventilated gymnasiums.
Spot on, 100% accurate. So I
have a better one. So
okay,
Charles, this will be a great battle of the AIs to describe Blue Box.
Okay,
right, hit it.
So, do you want to do it now?
Well, I don't mind wrong answers only, just so you know.
No, did I. So did I.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I did mine. Do yours.
All right. Blue Box is a high-octane cooking competition where elite chefs battle using only shades of blue food coloring. The protagonist, Taiki, is a 400-year-old wizard janitor who dreams of opening a sushi restaurant inside of a haunted ping pong ball. Alongside his talking raccoon sidekick, he must collect mystical badminton feathers scattered across alternate dimensions to unlock the legendary refrigerator of love.
So out of the two, okay, here's what we need to do, because we can do polls on Spotify for the podcast. I'm going to have to pull these, put it summary in, and say which one would you watch out of the 2 wrong answers, because I'd watch Kurt's. I'd watch that one all day long.
No kidding.
So
and mine actually lists the central conflict as well. There's more.
Oh my God.
Yours clearly pulled from the actual stuff. Bits of it. It's very, very, very different. But there are little tidbits there that it clearly had the actual one and just went completely off the rails.
Okay.
Because it mentioned Taiki, which is the main character.
Oh. Okay.
He is a badminton player. It mentions badminton.
Okay, so it did take bits and pieces.
Just tiny bits and pieces.
Which means I win for being the most unhinged answer. Got it.
I'd win for being the closest.
That's true.
And let's see. And Charles, you actually both of you watched the dub of Demon Slayer, right?
Yes.
The voice actor for Tanjiro is the voice actor of Taiki.
Oh, neat.
And I think he got a little bit typecast because it's kind of that overthinker, sympathetic type of character. And so I'm like, okay, it fits. They've got very similar personalities. But he's a badminton player, and he has a crush on one of the girls basketball players.
So are we actually in the show at this point?
Yeah, I'm talking about the actual show.
No, I'm talking about our like. Again, I showed up late. I know.
We're live.
I don't know if you shifted dimensions in this hour earlier.
I wasn't sure if a guy had been rolled.
We are in the nerding out section, and I am nerding out.
Okay, so go ahead and finish. But I really do want to describe what the central conflict is according to ChatGPT.
No, go for it. I will do the actual one here in a minute.
The central conflict is Taiki's eternal rival Chinatsu keeps turning all their meals. Yeah, keeps turning all their meals into sentient origami cranes, which inevitably start jazz band. Meanwhile, romantic tension brews between a sentient Jim Locker and a motivational poster of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's basically Top Chef meets Doctor Who, but with more badminton raccoons.
I still watch that. I would still watch that.
Yeah, so the two main characters are Taiki and Chinatsu.
Okay.
Chinatsu is the female basketball player that I mentioned briefly, the one that he has a crush on. And in the first episode, he finds out that her family is taking a job overseas and leaving the country. What he doesn't know is that her mom and his mom played basketball in high school together. And because Chinatsu's dream is to go to nationals, her mom talked to his mom, and Chinatsu is now living with him. Oh. So his crush is literally next door in the next bedroom over. And he has decided that he will confess to her if he qualifies for nationals in badminton. And so the whole time it's a super cute anime. My wife and I are working through. We're like 10 episodes in. My wife doesn't do subtitles because we watch late at night. She's like, I don't want to sit there reading. I just want to listen and enjoy it. So I fully understand. So I was waiting for this to get dubbed. It's on Netflix. The whole season was done airing for like a month before they put the dubs on Netflix, but it had been announced that they were working on it. So they finally put it out there within the last few weeks, and we've started it. And I knew, and I say this a bunch, but I knew just from the animation in the previews, I was like, okay, this is one that they're taking their time with, and that it's gonna be good. And I had heard a lot of good things about it. It is a cliche coming of age, love interest, high school story, but it's been good. We've thoroughly enjoyed it so far, and yeah, good stuff.
Cool.
All right. So, what version of Balatro are you going to nerd out about tonight, Kurt? Or Pokemon TCG, or Balatro TCG Pokemon style.
Although I am nerding out about those as well. This week it is Blueprints. Blueprints is a new game. It's available on Game Pass. It is, I think it's a combination of an escape room and Slay the Spire.
Huh.
Okay.
So basically, you have to find your way in this mystery house. Find your way from the entrance to the ante room, which is at the top of the screen, kind of Slay the Spire-ish. And you get your way there by building the rooms out in the house. So when you go through a door, you draw a room type, and it tells you how many exits are in that room. And you build until you get to the end. Now, some of the doors in those rooms might be locked. Some of them may have puzzles that you need to solve. Some of them may require gems to unlock. There's a whole bunch of different things to uncover. Charles, I think you would love this game.
So who do you kill in this game? Who do we fight? Are we running from Freddy or?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
It's literally just place the rooms and make your maze through.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit more simplistic than it actually is. But you basically, like Slay the Spire, make your way to the end. Is really, really all it is. And Slay the Spire at its core is you start at the bottom of the screen and you make your way all the way to the top. Right?
Yeah, pick your path and draw your cards.
So there's a lot of that. It's roguelike, and so literally when you get blocked, you can't make any more progress. Like maybe there's no more doors to open, or you've screwed up your path so that you can't make it to the top. You basically end your day, and then the next day starts day 2. And depending on things that you unlock, you might carry some stuff over, or you might start out with nothing and start basically start over. It's great. It just I think I really do think you'd like it.
All right. Where do we find it? Steam, iOS.
I don't know that it's available on mobile. Definitely on Steam. It's available for free on Game Pass if you have Xbox Game Pass. I believe it's available on at least the PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox.
I did have Ultimate Game Pass. Highly recommend it if you have time to play games. Yep. I think it's one of the best investments of money. When you're talking about at the end of the year, it's $120, $130 total for the year, whatever. That's 2 AAA games.
Yeah,
maybe. When you're getting
the prices that are coming out.
Yeah, now one and a quarter.
Yeah.
Well, let's be real. I mean, they've been creeping up for a while. The last it's Borderlands I pre-ordered. Actually, the last big game I bought, I think full price, was Diablo 4, and it was, of course, $60 regular game, then like $70 or $80 for the next level up with extra stuff. Then there's a $100 version. And since Borderlands 3, I've been noticing there's almost always a $100 premium version, out there. So really, they've been pushing the $100 game for a while. Whatever. Not here to worry about that. But I will say, yes. So when you're spending that kind of money on the games you like, and you're on a budget, I think the 17 or whatever it is now, because I've been off it for a few months, it's very worth it because you get to play games like you're talking about. You can play some major big title games like Doom. Dark Ages is about to launch, and when it does, it's going day 1 on that. So that's a AAA game that you won't have to pay $100 for.
The new remaster of Oblivion was on Game Pass. So and if you just buy it outright on Steam, it's $30. I don't know what it is on the consoles.
Gotcha.
And that's right now because it's brand new. It was released not a month ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Borderlands, it's not on my nerding out, but it is a little bit nerd out. Borderlands 4 is coming out September 13th, and I am stoked. I am ready. I think me and Dennis are maybe the only 2 people I know in the world that are happy about it. Everybody else makes faces, but it abused Phil last year, so he's still crying. Not last year, like 5 years ago, whatever, but he's still crying.
He just hasn't gotten over it yet.
Yeah, after Borderlands 3, I'm reserving judgment. After Borderlands 2, rather, or no, 3.
3, yeah, no, 2 is by far. Everybody agrees 2 is the best.
Yeah, but I'm not committing until I see how it is received.
Yeah, fair enough. I am definitely going to pre-order it and get it day 1, and I don't do their $100 package comes with like an actual shipped loot crate. I don't need that cardboard crap in my house.
A working claptrap.
Oh, John is fun.
John's all about it.
Right. Maybe day one, me, John, and Dennis will get together and do some stuff. Who knows? But yeah, so my wife's going to pre-order it for my birthday. The pre-orders are not open yet. But what I am learning about right now in depth is the Pitt. It's on HBO Max.
It's so good. It's so good.
Let me just tell you. I did okay with ER when it came out. And at the time, you got to understand, ER came out and another Grey's Anatomy, I think, came out.
Chicago Hope.
Was it Chicago? Well, okay, maybe Chicago.
Yeah.
Then there was actually an EMS one that came out at the same time. I was in EMT school when this stuff came out because everybody's like, oh, we got to get done with class because ER's on tonight. It was fine. The actors were strong in ER. I think ER, in my opinion, deserved the awards it got. I mean, a young George Clooney is in it and all this other stuff, right? They did well. It was okay. It was just still TV medicine.
Yes. People
have progressed. The fact that this was supposed to be an ER reboot with Noah Wyle, and apparently whoever owns the rights, so I've heard, I haven't done research. It's not the point. I like spreading rumors. Don't worry about it. But supposedly it was supposed to be an ER reboot. Whoever owned the rights said no. So they just transformed it into this thing. And let me tell you, it takes the best aspect of 24, which is every episode's an hour long, and it's an hour shift. It's on Max, so it's uncut. There's no commercials. There is enough language like you would really hear in an urban ER, and it triggers me. There are characters I want to strangle because it's too real. It is too real. And I'm telling you, they did a great job. Even it triggers my wife, because my wife was in ER secretary when I met her. She's been in that world somewhat, not quite to the extent I have, but to a point. And then I've been in those ERs, not the Pitt in Pittsburgh. I think it's a fake hospital even, but you're not. But Atlanta, great. It is that and worse. And let me tell you, man, it's on point. It is. I have nitpicked only one tiny piece of medicine. I can't remember what it was because they've done the medicine right. The stuff they're ordering, like, yep, that's what you would do. That's appropriate. Yep, you would not shock that. Yep, you got to talk to the parents and give them time. Oh my God! I know Wiley. He is so good.
What was funny is when I first saw it, I went, okay, so he's playing a doctor again. We kind of know.
I kind of thought that too. Yeah.
We kind of know what we're getting, except we don't.
I was trying to think, what other one has he been where he's been a doctor?
ER.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never watched ER, so I didn't even realize he was on it.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. That is fair. And Noah Wyle was not such a huge star in the world. I mean, he's noticeable. He's known.
Back then, he was just getting started, really.
Yeah,
and then he did the Librarian.
I think of the Librarians.
Yeah.
I liked the Librarians. It's cheesy, but I like it.
There's a reboot coming.
Oh,
I'd like to see the reboot. So the original TV movie they did, I thought, was a little more Indiana Jones, more not grounded, because none of that's grounded, but more grounded versus like the TV show.
4 movies, man.
Yeah.
Or the TV
first one was decent. Yeah.
No, I liked them.
I didn't like.
And look, Bob Newhart, come on.
Yeah, I know it's hard to.
He was awesome. Those movies are, and the TV series is fun.
Random Kid mentions Falling Skies in the chat. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yeah, it's great.
I watched pieces of it back in my High Seas days, and it didn't. At the time, it just didn't grab me. And I've heard good things, but I don't know. I probably
Alien Invasion.
Watch it.
Yeah. It was good.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. But this show, this is the best stuff he's ever done.
Oh, Let me tell you, if you've only seen The Librarian, you're gonna get a shock out of the Pit. Because he is
okay.
Well,
maybe I'll have to give it a try. I've got
guys. He was much more serious as well, but this is a level up. I mean, easily. So good. When he, I don't think this is much of a spoiler at all. That episode where he broke down, I was just like, I was there with him, like just. Watching him just lose it.
Let me tell you, you want to get a taste. It's only a taste. It really can't even be like the real thing. You want to get a taste of an ER life. You binge it from episode 1 straight with a pee break and maybe grab some lunch while you watch it and just do those 12 hours, you're going to be exhausted at the end of it. And I'm not binging it like that, but I can tell you, I get it. And God, it is so good. It is so good. And I almost didn't want to like it because I get disappointed. There's no good medical show out there. They mess something that's blatantly wrong. They mess it up all the time. Or they do something like, you would never do that. They'd be like, we're going to let the parents do CPR themselves. No, you wouldn't do that. But you would involve them in a situation. I don't want to spoil it, but there was a situation. Yeah.
That's how I feel every time they do anything with programming in basically any show ever.
Oh, yeah. So, and I disagree with you, Charles. There is a perfect medical program on TV besides the Pitt. Dr. Pimple Popper.
I saw it in your face. I was like, I know where he's going with this. I was trying to decide whether you were going to go with that or what's that, My 600-Pound Life or whatever.
Oh no, I detest those shows. I have a hatred and rage against those shows. The thing about the Pitt, it reminded me a lot of oh my god, the Bear on FX. The Bear is the cooking show or the cooking series, right? About the dude that's a chef in Chicago, I think it is. And the level of stress that I feel watching those shows makes me feel they have to be real. Or or along the right lines, right? It just like
whoever's doing the directorship really gets into that world somehow,
and the writing, they're just being just on top and just so good. And I don't know if I finished the Pitt. I might have another episode left, but yeah,
I'm only 6, 7. I'm either at noon to 1 or 1 to 2, right in there somewhere. The students, I was never a pre-med student, but I did have to do ER rotations as a paramedic. So I feel it with the students to a point, except they're doctors. They still get to, the whole doctor thing is way different than any other medical training. And so even as students, they get to do things as doctors. They just have to be super. But let me tell you, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but there's a character, I'm like, out of the program, out.
Oh, I know.
I can't wait to see how this ends.
I know who you're talking about. I know
you do. I know you do.
Yeah.
So, all right. My other thing is, I'm glad that Steven's here. Two Dorks is here. Says, the Pitt was so good, man. My wife's in medicine and adored it. Yeah, I was just talking about how it's so good. It's triggering to me. Like it brings back some memories, and I get angry watching it. Like if I'm in the show, not angry at the show, like in the show. But I'm glad you're here because I'm a little starstruck. I'm a little nervous. So our logo is 99% done, right? Done being it's about to be delivered, and we're going to have a new logo to debut with the owls, and we have all kind of cool stuff that goes with it, and we're going to be able to make some great merch and all kind of cool stuff. And it's amazing. And the great Audie Norman, who I think Travis is who recommended him to me.
Yep.
Because I called Steven. He's like, I don't know anybody who does art. So I called Travis, and Travis was like, do Audie Norman. No, so Steven and Audie are on the same show together. So I just wanted to start some trouble there. But yeah, Audie's doing it, and he's been fantastic. And we've all taken our time with it just to make sure it's right. And I happen to notice too on TikTok, he's liking a lot of the same videos I like. Like he'll share something and I love it, and I'll reshare it. And he'll say Audie. And so I was like, man, I've barely met Audie. Like I was in a room with him for 20, 30 minutes last year. Barely, I don't really know him other than interacting with him through these emails and listening to him on the show a little bit on Those Were the Days. And he's liking some stuff. So I wrote him back this week and said, hey, man, we love everything. Everything's great. When you deliver it, and I asked him a few other details about the stuff. I said, when we deliver it, would you come on the show and let's play. Let's talk about it a little bit. And I never assume anybody listens, whatever. And I was like, yo, here's the basic format. Da, 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 da. And he goes, yeah, I'd love to join your daddy-os. Yeah, I listen. I'm like, oh, crap. I don't know what to say to him now because I've never met anybody. I love the same TikToks he does. He does amazing art. He listens to the show. I'm going to be a wreck when he comes on. So I'm learning out about Audie. Because it's like one of those deals, like you don't know somebody. It's like, how do you have this much in common with somebody and you've never met them, but you're going to have them on the show? I don't know what to do, man. It's going to be fun, though. It's going to be a blast. But I know I'm excited. You guys excited about debuting our new logo?
Yeah.
About time. I mean, you said it was going to be January when we put it out there.
Well, yeah. I think we took the right amount of time and got
no, we did.
Yeah, I think the look is the right look.
I almost kind of want to make a post on Patreon about some of the early stages, like the alien one.
Yeah. You know what? That would be fun after we do it. Just do a Patreon thing where you could see the progression of how it went through and everything. But it's been a ride. But I'm very excited to get that. I'm trying to earn some extra money because I'm trying to make my enamel pins before we go to Southern Fried, which is in June, I believe, Joe.
Yeah, June 22nd, I think, that weekend.
Yeah. So John's been part of the Brain Trust to help refine that logo. And Steven, one, I can't believe I don't have your phone number, and I don't. And I messaged you on Discord saying as such, and you ignored me. Two, I would love to help you out with some of the production on your shows, just some tips and tricks, because I listen, and sometimes it's hard for me to listen in the car because you do a great show. I just want to help. I just want to give you some tips. So answer your Discords, man. That's all I'm saying. All right.
That is very ironic coming from you. Just saying.